What's happening? This is Joshua Boetsi and you're watching Sporting Icons.
So the WBO have officially ordered Sergey Kovalev to defend his WBO World Light Heavyweight title against Anthony Yarde. Now, first of all, I hope this fight happens. Second of all, I hope Anthony Yarde wins. I'm a big Anthony Yarde fan. I'm very critical of his choice of opposition. He puts it down to, Frank Warren puts it down to, his trainer Tunde Ajayi puts it down to his lack of amateur experience. He turned pro. My answer to that is quite simple. Then you shouldn't have turned pro so quickly. You allowed money to turn your head. Okay, so once you turn pro, we expect. Okay, and what I've always wanted for Anthony Yarde is to go through up the gears, go through domestic levels, as in the southern area, go for the British, go for the Commonwealth, European, and then world. Okay, that's how I expect all fighters here in the UK and Ireland to progress that kind of level. Because if you go for fighting the kind of level that Anthony Yarde's been fighting, straight to a world title, there's only one thing that's going to happen. Face down, arse up. And that's my opinion. But as I said, I hope Anthony Yarde takes this fight and I hope he wins. Okay? But for me personally, with all the talk about how lions in the camp and all this kind of thing, personally, I think that Frank Warren and Anthony Yarde will pull out quicker than a cheating husband with a hooker. Straight up, I think that this fight is not going to happen, but I hope to be wrong. And as I said, I hope Anthony Yarde wins if this fight does happen. He's a phenomenal athlete. He looks the part, talks the part, all that kind of thing. But the thing is that, as I said, the choice of opposition lately has been nothing short of drastic. And if this fight does happen with Sergey Kovalev, as much as I want Anthony Yarde to win, and he can win, because Kovalev, not exactly at his best lately. He looked very, very good in his rematch with Eleider Alvarez, that's for sure. But he didn't look great in the first fight with them when he got stopped. He didn't look great against Andre Ward on either occasion, really. Well, no, first fight he looked okay. But some other performances, he hasn't looked great. So this is probably a very good time for Anthony Yarde to jump on that one. But ultimately, what kind of chances do you give Anthony Yarde? As I said, for me, had he fought the British level, the Hosea Burtons, the Callum Johnsons, the Joshua Boatsis, and so on, then maybe we can say, okay, great. If he comes through like these kind of ones, which is the kind of fights that we wanted, then yeah, this will prepare him for world title. Fighting the kind of opposition and having Frank Warren in his ear saying, yeah, this is the right kind of fight for you, it's the right kind of learning fight. Is it really? Personally, I don't think so. I've watched boxing long enough, and I think that if he did take this one, there's only going to be one outcome, and that's Anthony Yarde getting stopped. But, as I said, I believe that this fight will not happen. If it does happen, I'll be pleasantly surprised, because I'll be interested to see how good Anthony Yarde is. Is his progression the right way to have done it? Have I been wrong on all this? And I'd love to have been wrong. I really would. But personally, I think that Sergey Kovalev, even at this stage of his career, with the kind of on the decline that Sergey Kovalev is, I think it's still too much for Anthony Yarde. As I said, if Anthony Yarde had gone through the gears correctly, different story. But either way, the WBO have ordered this one. Let's see what kind of mustard Anthony Yarde has. Let's see what kind of confidence Tunde Ajayi has, or Frank Warren has in him. When they're all talking about how good he is and opportunities here, as I said, he turned down Arthur Beterbiev before. Is he going to turn down Sergey Kovalev? So this is another guy that Anthony Yarde's turned down. We'll have to wait and see. But either way, they've got 30 days to freely negotiate. If not, April 12th, purse bid. But personally, I don't think it's going to get to purse bid. I think they're going to pull out. That's my honest assessment of it. As I said, hope to be wrong. You drop your thoughts below about it. Click the thumbs up to this video and, of course, subscribe. Catch you all on the next one.